So we're here with Devenee Schumacher, the one and only female boss out here in the fitness, sports, nutrition industry. How are you doing today, Dev?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So we're doing this exciting podcast. I know you're excited to finally share your story and a bunch of information that you've had over the years.
Absolutely.
So let's jump right in. Like, what's new with About Time this year?
So many great things. So we're launching a new product beginning of March. We're going to launch a new keto product. It's a little bit different than what's on the market. It's a keto fat product plus collagen. And then our biggest surprise is our new look. You know, for 10 years, About Time has had the same type of look around it, you know, natural and friendly and female friendly mostly. And, you know, we've really been trying to find our groove into sports nutrition, especially natural sports nutrition.
For the record, you just said your old look was female friendly?
It was female friendly.
I don't think it was anyone friendly.
Well, some people may say that too, because, you know, what we were trying to go after. Well, let's jump back for a minute. When we started our brand, right, there really wasn't any natural products on the market. When you walked into GNC, there were greasy abs and huge biceps on the front of labels. And then here we come with fruits and veggies and, you know, this fun little kid label. And we were really trying to reach a different demographic, more towards women, more towards, you know, people who went to Zumba class and boot camps and soccer
Was there even
moms.
a Zumba class back then?
There was, you know, so we were reaching like that boot camp type of female who went out there just to show them that they had a choice with choosing their proteins, and they didn't have to buy something where they thought, geez, is this going to make me grow facial hair, or am I going to look like that? You know, and I mean, to be honest, that was the conception of proteins back then. I've heard it from multiple people. And so we came out with this friendly little fun label, and it's really, really great to kind of hit that natural sports nutrition look finally.
So where can consumers find the new packaging? Out in the retail stores, Amazon?
Sure. Amazon, Giant Eagle, GNC, lots of mom and pop shops around the U.S., Max Muscle Nutrition, Supplement World, you know, lots of great places across the U.S.
That's super exciting.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dive into you and your background. All right, why are you so passionate about nutrition and everything that you do when it comes to product development?
Well, because I like to give people a choice. The human body it's astounding, right? You're able to heal yourself or fix yourself truly with food or with better choices. And instead of running to, you know, maybe a doctor and pharmaceuticals, you can take that power and that energy and do it yourself and be able to heal yourself and take care of yourself in a much natural way.
Do you have any background with healing yourself?
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. So, you know, for 20 plus years, I've been allergic to eggs. And, you know, there's really not anything that you can do there except for avoidance. So, you know, that allergy actually led me into developing a lot of food intolerances, and eventually, you know, gut health issues. And, So yes, so I've been able to take a really, really bad part of my life. Back in April 2016, I literally couldn't get out of bed. Every joint in my body was broken and inflamed. I had brain fog. I couldn't even remember people's names when I talked to them. And I literally stripped myself of all food except for 6. And slowly healed myself using things like coconut oil and beef stock and chicken stock, and, you know, certain other herbs and things like turmeric and garlic, and, you know, really trying to heal myself from the inside out.
So I know one of my favorite memories from my 10 years in sports fitness was getting those reviews from people who went through similar stories. Yep. What must have been like for you?
I mean, it's so overwhelming sometimes on how great it is that you can hear people that just say thank you, you know, and the ones who come to you and that really, really surprise you and you don't expect it, right? I've had people who have emailed me and said, in some of my darkest days of either, my grandmother is dying and it's been a hard thing to watch this, and your shakes are the only thing that she's been drinking going through this part in her life. Or, there's so many people over the years where we've been the only protein that has been autoimmune friendly or cancer friendly, and it gives them a choice. It gives them the ability to help heal themselves and feed themselves through a tumultuous time in their life. So it's, I laugh. Sometimes there was an old Seinfeld episode where they talked about, the Dr. Pimple Popper, and he was making fun of her because she was a dermatologist, but she really does save lives. There's like skin cancer out there and things where those types of doctors do save lives, but it's very, very rewarding to be able to offer people products to heal themselves.
So if she was Dr. Pimple Popper, what would you be?
I'm not sure what I would be, honestly. It's just really, really great. It means a lot to me. I mean, the only thing I've ever wanted to do was be able to create products and make people happy with them to fulfill a void that they had. And now that I'm able to do supplements and functional foods, to not only help just adults or people who are into health and fitness, but to kind of reach out to teens and kids and be able to fuel their activities and sports and things that they're going through in their lives, health-wise or medically. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Okay, so you've been in the industry for 10 some years, and what are probably three things or three truths that you found out that no one prepared you for?
The first truth, how lonely this business is, right? You need to have a great support system. That support system needs to understand your plight completely. They need to understand what your outcome of your goals are so they can help you reach that. It's very, very lonely. Two, I would say on the business end, you need to understand cash and cash flow. Cash is king, and you need to use cash to create new cash and new dollars to spend to grow your business. And the most important, number three, would to be to understand your skill set and your value. You need to know where your strengths are, and then hire a team and build a team around yourself that their strengths are your weaknesses.
Okay, so I've had my own supplement brand, and you walk down a retail chain, you see literally hundreds of protein brands now, right? You go to a GNC, I can't even count how many proteins there are out there. So what are the important things when it comes to ingredients, when you're looking at protein? I know that ABOUTTIME's claim is that we have a certain number of ingredients, you can pronounce every single one. I mean, what's your opinion on the matter?
My opinion. So yes, ingredients are a big factor for me, right? Less is more. Most bottles have a list that's so long. There's more X's and Y's in the words, and people don't understand what they are. And honestly, if they Google, they probably don't want to know what those mean or what they do. So the ingredient list, number one, is first and foremost what they should look at. What is in your product? If you don't understand what that is, pull out your phone and Google and kind of see why that is in there, or what that product, what the function of that item is for the product. Number two, I would look at the claims that the label is stating. Is it claiming that it's gluten-free? Is it claiming that it's grass-fed? And kind of understanding, are there logos on that label, certification logos substantiating those claims? And number three is the actual nutritional breakdown of that product. Making sure that the percentage between calories and fats and carbohydrates really are what you're looking for. So it's not overwhelming in one area and not the other, and you're not sure why.
So I know you're on the manufacturing side of things, right? And you're talking about these logos. How do you know whether a logo is legitimate? How do you know whether someone is making a claim for gluten-free and it's actually been tested?
Well, on the label, that's where you're taking a gamble, right? So there's plenty of national and federal certifications out there, right? If it's FDA, or if it's NSF or, NSF for sports or gluten free, like there's specific logos that legitimate companies use, right? And they're kind of all around. If there's no certification icons on a label, but it's stating that it's grass-fed or it's stating that it's gluten-free, my suggestion to anyone that calls me is to pick up the phone and call the company that's on the label. Start asking questions. Things that we do as a manufacturer, it's not proprietary so much, right? People should answer the phone. And I tell people all the time, like, if they don't answer the phone, it's a red flag,
So when someone calls About Time, who answers?
I do.
Okay, so tell me a couple crazy questions you've been asked.
Oh, I've been asked everything. I've been asked, talk to me about grass-fed. Tell me why this Prop 65 is your product causing cancer. Like, why are you putting cancer in the bottle? And you're literally dumping cadmium into your product. Like, why would you want to do that? And, the consumer has become more and more educated, thanks to the internet. And, but the internet's not always the best place.
But those are like real questions. How about like the silly questions? What like the craziest thing someone's asked you? Like, how old was the cow before you milked it? Like,
or where they're from, or do I milk the cows? When are they fed?
Wait, hold on. Someone asked you whether you personally
whether
milk
we
the cows.
milk the cows. Yes, I've had whether we milk the cows, if we own the cows, all the things. Like, can you tell me the lifespan? Like, how are they taken care of? And
we're gonna have to bring that up in a board meeting. We should buy a whole farm of cows.
We should buy a whole farm of cows. So
no one's making that claim. That could just go right on the bottle, right on the label. Like, we own the cows that created product for this bottle.
Yep. It should be just brandless. We should just label it like we own the cows. Like, we make supplements.
I got to see if that domain's available. Okay, we're going to have to talk to Mike after this. All right, so consumers are getting super educated, right? People know all sorts of different things.
Yes.
I know that the internet's helping out with this, Google's helping out with this, but I think apps are making a huge difference in whether people are aware or not. Are there any like apps that you suggest people should go out and download?
For education on things like that, not so much. There's a lot of great apps out there that are just fun for health and fitness, right? One of the hottest ones.
Hold on, wait. I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to start downloading stuff.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So one of the hottest apps out there right now is Open Gym, right? So it's a very, very affordable. It has a free version and it has a very, very affordable version if you want nutrition along with body weight workouts that are 20 to 30 minutes long. You don't need any type of equipment, and it goes from beginner level to athlete level, because it's done by two really great people in this world, an NHL veteran, Brooks Light, and then Matt is from he's won the CrossFit Games quite a few times.
Okay.
So they're two really, really great guys that put together a good program and nutritional program. So it's worth looking into. Food wise, I love Food Ucate. So Food Ucate is a great little program where it's easy to use. You can scan UPC labels, you can scan all the things, you can just you can input information, but it helps people understand with an A, B, C, D, F type grading, if foods are healthy or if they're not healthy. And then it also offers better choices and gives you the breakdown on those better choices. So Food Ucate is a good one to download. And then, I love Sweatcoin, right? So Sweatcoin is, it's a really good way to inspire you to walk outside and you earn money. So you get to earn coins for every step that you take, and then you can cash it in on products that they sell, which is really, really cool. And then the last one that I use is Charity Miles, because I love to give back. So Charity Miles allows you to walk indoors or outdoors, run indoors or outdoors, cycle, and do all kinds of different types of workouts. And they have sponsors, and the sponsors are the ones who actually donate money to you, and you get to pick a charity of where that goes. So your workouts are earning money to help a cause that you can pick. And there's probably 40 or 50 different charities on there that you can choose from.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think Fujikate would rate About Time protein?
Oh, we would have an A+ on there.
A+.
A+.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Devenee, we're going to come back next week with a whole new set of questions and different things for the audience. Is there anything you want to say as we close out?
Yeah. So if you want to join me on a podcast, reach out to me. My email is devenee@sdcnutrition.com. We can always get you at customer service at sdcnutrition.com. I'd love to have some people come and join me on the show and talk all the good things about health and fitness.
I'm going to make sure Bessie, the cow, calls and comes on board, because that would be a very interesting interview. I'm sure she has a lot to share.
A lot to share.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Thank you.